The holidays are right around the corner and many people are trying to get their Christmas shopping done. If you're a gamer, this may be a great time to use a gift as a way to introduce your friends and family to this hobby. But from the thousands of games available, how do you pick which one to give? I'll share the ways I decide, including some examples, in this installment of Face Up Center of the Table. I'm constantly trying to get my friends and family into board games, so I'll use Christmas gifts as a way to try and plant a little gaming seed that can be nurtured into a living, growing organism that thrives on the social interaction and intellectual stimulus that can only be fed with frequent game playing and daily consumption of all the news and reviews and press releases that come from websites, videos, and social media. Yeah, I got a problem. When trying to choose games for people who may not be into board games, I always try to match their likes and interests to the theme of the game. For example, my dad is a pilot and loves planes, so I got him a starter set of Wings of Glory from Ares Games. He immediately identified with the planes, the maneuvers used in the game, and its setting is very familiar to him. So he wanted to take time to learn the game and spend time playing it because it resonated with him. My wife loves reading books. She enjoys fantasy, sci-fi, steampunk, and alt history. So finding a game for her that is set in worlds and has characters she's familiar with really goes a long way, which is why she is drawn to games based on Lovecraftian lore, Game of Thrones, and historical games. Now, if you're buying for young people, then your job may be even easier. Kids are into so many things such as books, video games, TVs, and movies. For example, my kids were into the Pokemon video game. So I got them some Pokemon CCG starter decks. They recognized all the characters on the card, understood the mechanic of the game, and this is a game that really kind of brought them into the hobby, because from Pokemon they went to Magic the Gathering, RPGs, and miniature games. My 10-year-old nephew loves playing with Army figures and World War II toys. So this Christmas I'm getting him Memoir 44. The game is easy to pick up, he'll relate to the theme, it's educational, and it has many expansions that he can pick up and continue to play for many years to come. But what if you aren't sure what interests people have? For me, I always go with a theme that most people can relate to. For example, Ticket to Ride is still one of my go-to games for introducing people to the hobby because it's easy to learn, the board is a map of actual countries, and the idea of building railroads is a pretty simple concept. Like if I were buying a game for Uncle Judd, I wouldn't get him Caylus. He's an expert on 13th century France. Uncle Judd? We want others to get into this hobby so they can experience how great it is, and it gives us more people to play with. But you may only have a few shots to get them hooked, so go with something that they'll immediately find interest in, even if it's something you may not care for. So what games have you bought to match people's interest? Let me know in the comments. Great job, everybody. Call the police.